I thought after the 25th had passed that I would totally just sort of kind of go flat, go stale, sort of lose interest. And oh no, I've probably almost started sort of getting bored just waiting on the date and just doing videos on anything I could find. And now it's like you can go back through all those ciphers again and start over because this 9/9, which September was once the seventh month, is really 79. 79 is murder. Would have him rising on 9/11. Shaking My Head Productions YouTube was all about showing 9/11 and movies and this. Has it always been about 9/11? Will we be living in the book of Revelation in real time starting on September 11th? 911 emergency? I mean, 911 2001 A Space Odyssey? So, yikes. If so, then that all hit with us exactly 2 weeks from the date. Now, when we looked at Wednesday, because it's the event would be on a Wednesday, and remember, the days of the week are based off what they call, I think, if I can get this right, Norse mythology. Did I say that right? Days of the week are based off Norse mythology. I don't know if I said that right.
Yes, 4 days of the week are named after Anglo-Saxon and Germanic gods, which correspond to Norse deities. The other days come from celestial bodies or Roman tradition.
Yeah. It's a very pagan, deeply satanic world we live in. We get that. So Wednesday or Odin was married to Frigg. Odin was married to Frigg in Norse mythology.
Yes, Odin was married to Frigg, who was the queen of Asgard and the highest ranking goddess in Norse mythology.
So it would be death. So dying on Wednesday and rising on Friday on 9/11 would be the only actual marriage. And it is that marriage between the Antichrist and the divine feminine or the shape shifting Lucifer. It's a long story. But yeah, that's what the obelisk facing the dome is. It's the male female union, aka the mother and child reunion that Paul Simon sang about. And I guess we can take a look at that. Paul Simon, mother and child reunion. Hang on just a second. In just the video right here, you see it September 15th, 2013, and you run that date, and it's 4744. If you include both dates, it's 4745 as two numbers, but the 44 represents the 404 verses of Revelation. It's a direct smash hit. And I just did that randomly with y'all in real time, didn't even have it prepped or nothing. And there's your 138 in the hours. 677 in the week. 67 is the sixth king of Mystery Babylon era over to the seventh, the final. So we're loving every bit of that, aren't we? Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 7 coded, along with 121 Antichrist. And you go to the actual song release date of January 17th, that's 11/7 coded. So we know the mother and child reunion is based off of, this resurrection or Satan possessing the body through a ritual. January 17th, 1972. January 17th, 1972. Let's take a look at it. And you run it to the 11th. 1961. Well, there it is. The 285 is in the weeks. Just follow my cursor. 285. weeks, that's the address of One World Trade Tower, 285 Fulton Street, which represents rising. It's a direct smash hit, along with the quasi 1961. The Dickens, you say? No, I'm serious. Honest to goodness truth. Direct smash hit. Didn't even have it prepped. Just something decided. So anyway, let's go through the prep. Track down the end of the world. It's got the 249, which one of my 37 progressions is 249 progressions. And I like that. Uh, yeah, I just got through looking at that. I don't know how to explain how that's a direct smash hit, though. So the actress that Bond fell in love with, her actual in Casino Royale, the one that died, her birthday is July 6th, 1980. I can't remember her name. Who did James Bond fall in love with in Casino Royale?
In Casino Royale,
Vesper Lynd,
James
Eva
Bond fell in
Green.
love with Vesper Lynd, who is played by Ava Green.
So Eva Green or Ava Green, and we have to definitely go back to Vesper Lynd and all this kind of stuff. But we look up Eva Green, the actress, and you see she's July 6th, 1980. So when you run her birthday to 99, 168, 86, 66, on Rising Day it'd be 168, 68. So you have 68, which is his name. You have 68, which is Antichrist, in the same cipher as his name. Being 86th, 66th book of the Bible is Revelation. You run it to Rising Day. It's 68, 86, 68. 68 is a reversal of 86 and represents rising. Look at the hours, 4:04 the whole time. Nothing to it. Easy peasy piece of cake. Bond's love interest in No Time to Die. 15,045 to event day, 15,047 to rising day. Her birthday is July 1st, 1985. James Bond's love interest in No Time to Die.
In No Time to Die, James Bond's main love interest is Dr. Madeline Swan, who is played by Léa Seydoux.
So Léa Seydoux, her birthday, as you can see here, July 1st, 1985. So when you run July 1st, 1985 to 9/9 and 9/11, it's 15,045 and then 15,047 on rising. Again, direct smash hits. Talking about the Wednesday episode, one of the Wednesdays in yesterday's study or yesterday's video. I'm not doing a playlist anymore. It showed one of the Wednesdays was 399. The other Wednesday episode release or season release, uh, one was 399, the other was 1386. 138 is his name, 86 means to eliminate, 399 is murder in the Jewish Hebrew gematria. So they are coding it. 299 as big as you possibly can. And I showed you at Trey Stokes Daily Bible Studies that on page 1386 is where my Zechariah 11:17 Bible verse, what page it's on. Impossible. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, when you run that to our event day, you have 207, which is 119 Donald plus 88 Trump in the Jewish Hebrew and in the ordinal combinations there, 207. Fused with 718, the release of The Dark Knight, and on Rising Day to be 720, which is the release of The Dark Knight Rises, or Rising on the Third Day. And on Her Majesty's Secret Service is a direct smash hit to both the Dark Knight Rises combinations, and in No Time to Die, they had all the different theme songs of On Her Majesty's Secret Service in the movie. So that's the big connection, and it's a direct smash hit. To our date, Christian Bale, 19215, 7 months, 10 days, 710 is Eve in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. But on Rising Day, it turns to 19 to 17, which is Tower 2, Tower 1, Tower 7, and or the order in which they fell. And that would be on 9/11 that Christian Bale, the Dark Knight, connects to. It's perfect. The only person to be in Donnie Darko and the Dark Knight, when you run her to the event, Maggie Gyllenhaal, she is 17,829. There's she's got 254 in the weeks. Okay. And day 254 is 9/11. So on 9/11, 254, 7 weeks in 2 days. So 254 is in the weeks on day 254. Okay. The Alec Baldwin event is 1784 on event day, 1786 on rising. And there is the 254 in the weeks. So it's not 254/7 anymore. So we have the same theme. 254 is in the weeks. Day 254 is 9/11. And on 9/11, from that event, it's no longer 254 in the weeks. It just is on event day. So, yeah, I know what they did. And there's a 10 months, 21 days on rising day. I know what they did. They reversed the death and rising numbers. And I'm not going to get into how they did that. But they rep death and rising. Alec Baldwin's birthday, who always plays Donald Trump. There's the 249 and the 96, which we just got through seeing at the beginning of the video. Alec is 357 in the weeks, which is the amount of verses in the book of Daniel. I'm scanning for 404, not there. But on Rising Day, it turns into 24,998. Ooh, the 99 is there. That's the date. I need to get used to this. My brain didn't even pick up on that. So Alec Baldwin to the 99 event date has 99 in the hours, actually 999, has 99 baked into the days. Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to call that direct smash hit. Personal cipher, direct smash hit. Daniel Craig, March 2nd, 1968. 68, go figure. 68. 213 begins the days on event day or rising day, and the date of 213 was the release of the song No Time to Die, February 13th, 2020. There's a lot of other stuff cooking there, but we're just going to leave it at that. Don Drysdale, which RFK's speech, it began with Don Drysdale. Donald, we get it, Donald. So July 23rd, 1936. And when you run him to Rising Day, it's a palindrome if you include both dates, 32923. Perfect. Direct smash hit. You run Don Drysdale's death to Rising Day, you get your 207 code again. 119 Donald in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria plus 88 Trump in the simple Gematria. The 207 is coded relentlessly in their world. The film Tenet has 97, 97th verse. is the event, but most definitely better. Tenet has 313 weeks on event day. Folks, 313 is the number of the Zapruder film Headshot, and why on 313 the president put the country in LOCKDOWN in 2020. So I keyed in 99 and we got Barbie. And we know Barbie came out when Oppenheimer came out. And Barbie comes to 99 in the Jewish Hebrew gematria. 222 in the English and 37. And look how many searches the AI gives Barbie. 6144. 614 is Trump's birthday, fused with 144, the end times church number. Barbie comes to 99 in Jewish Hebrew gematria. We need to look at this September 9th date like that date like it's nobody's business. You run the release of Oppenheimer and Barbie, known as Barbenheimer 299, you get Trump's birthday again. 1014.6. Trump's birthday is 614. Most countries write it 14.6. On Rising Day, it turns into 148, which is Donald J. Trump in simple gematria, and the month and days, 3 years, 1 month, 21 days on Rising Day. 119 Donald on event day, 121 Antichrist on Rising Day. Direct smash hit. Direct smash hit. Percent of a common year begins with 313. Personal cipher, direct smash hit. We did the Paul Simon thing. Okay. So next up, when Frank had the right eye wound to our right eye wound date, it's 138.28. Remember, 138 is Donald Trump in simple gematria. Times 6 in the English gematria is 828. It's a complete fusion. 138.28. That's a real thing. To 99. That is when Frank the Rabbit got shot in the right eye in the film Donnie Darko. 138 fused with 828. If you don't think that's impossible, when you run the actual Donnie Darko date, there's your 13856, which we just got through looking at. I forget what that was. It was 113856. I can't remember what that was. 79 murderers in the weeks. So is 19. Remember, both people that they said died on the 25th, one with a D, the other with a T, Dolly and Tim, both died on 8/25, allegedly. They were both born in 1946, Trump's year, and they were both born on dates of 19. Dolly, January 19th, Tim Curry, April 19th. 1979 to our 79 murder date, the Donnie Darko date of October 2nd, 1988, also has the 138 right there in the days. Revelation 11:7 right there in the months and days.
Anne Hathaway was born on November 12th,
Anne Hathaway,
1982.
November 12th, 1982. Devil Wears Prada, Dark Knight Rises, all of them. She's in all of them. She's in everything. 007. The only thing she wasn't in was 007. She's in Batman. She's in Devil Wears Prada. She was in a movie with Donnie Darko called Love and Other Drugs. Jake Gyllenhaal. She's the biggest female player other than Maggie Gyllenhaal on this Cypher stage. And you run her to the event day, and she's 007. Include both dates, 008. The 8th is of the 7. 86, it's 2286 in the weeks. 22, the 22nd prime number is 79. 79 is murder in simple gematria, and 86 means to eliminate. 2286 weeks. Anne Hathaway. Do we have our date? I don't know. I've been wrong before. I'm not saying this is the date. I'm just saying it's growing. It's growing on us. Fly Like an Eagle, August 13th, 1976. Fly Like an Eagle, to event day, 18,289. The 289th prime number is 1879. That's murder and murder, double coded. That's why the Mustang, representing the four horses, the Mustang had that 289 engine. 18 is 6 plus 6 plus 6. If I'm not mistaken, 18289 is the oh, I can't remember. It's a 2096 prime number. So if I key in 2096 prime number, prime number is 18289. You're completely correct. 2096 is Eve in Strong's Concordance New Testament. So they just coded fly like an eagle to Eve. In the film All About Eve, their Eve is the divine feminine or Lucifer. Our Eve is the church, as the Lord is the Adam, second Adam, born of God, not of man. I can't believe they did that with Fly Like an Eagle because the Eagles represents the Phoenix. That's why the Eagles played the fire team, the Chiefs. The Chiefs' colors are red and yellow. Red and yellow is the color of fire. So when they did the Eagles and the Chiefs, that was the Phoenix rising from the ashes football game, literally. Fly Like an Eagle album, May 15th, 1976. When you run that to our murder date, it's double murder codes. 83 is murder in reverse ordinal. 79 is murder in ordinal. Gematria calculator. This will blow your mind. So fly like an eagle, double murder code on our murder date. There's your 83 in reverse ordinal. There's your 79 in ordinal. Don't forget the 34 and the 38, which we will always speak to. There it is, 183.79. Murder and murder. If you run it to the rising day, it turns into a palindrome, same number backwards and forwards, 18381. Do we have our date? Look at the hours. 44114 palindrome. Fused with the 144,000, which is the church, fused with 411, the last time I saw Donald Trump, or the only time I've ever seen Donald Trump in person at the UFC in Miami. Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl, February 9th, 2025. To Rising Day, 579 murder. Sort of a death and rising thing, isn't it? 138 in the hours on, remember the film The Hours? We always look at the hours. For the very famous movie The Hours with Nicole Kidman, Meryl Streep. And so 138 is in the hours on Rising Day, and 138 is in the hours on event day. It's 138.48. 138 is Donald Trump in simple gematria. 48 is Donald Trump in reduction gematria. LeBron broke that record on February 7th, 2024, with all the 38s in it. 38 this, 38 that, 38,000. He broke it when he scored the 38th point or yes, I don't know. It was 38's galore. 187 is in the weeks. Perfect. Let me repeat. 187 weeks to event day. The film The Hours, December 25th, 2002. When I run that to 86ing day, it's 8,659 days. Perfect. 207 begins The Hours. The film The Hours has 207, which I've been telling you about, is 119 Donald plus 88 Trump, begins The Hours, comma, 816. 816 was the full moon, which culminated from the total solar eclipse on August 1st, 2008, when I saw The Dark Knight on a Friday night at the movies. The NFL football schedule, we do have a game on our event day. It's a repeat of one or two Super Bowls. I think they played twice. Patriots, Seahawks. Are they saying this is your third and final Super Bowl? Boston to Seattle. Patriots, Seahawks. They played twice, if I'm not mistaken. How many times did the Seahawks and Patriots play in a Super Bowl?
The Seahawks and Patriots have played each other 2 times in the Super Bowl.
February 1st, 2015, February 8th. They just played in the last one. February 1st, 2015, to event day, 4,238 days, 38 is murder, 38 is death, depending on which of the four base ciphers. 38 is death in simple gematria, 38 is murder in reverse reduction. You cannot make that up. February 1st, 2015, February 8th, 2026. When you run it to event day, this past Super Bowl, it's 213 days. No Time to Die was released on February 13th. I'm telling you, man. Mm, 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 mm. The following day, which is a Thursday, they have a game. 49ers, Rams. 49 is Donald J. Trump in the same cipher as Antichrist, also as reduction gematria. Do we have our date? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I just work here, as long as the Lord lets me. We love to speculate. Trump's descent down the escalator, which meant death, which was actually when he announced his presidency. 586 in the weeks, 586. 86 means to eliminate. Don't forget the 586 and 587 BC is Israel's captivity, documented years. When you Google it, uh, Israel's captivity 586, check. Israel's captivity 587, check. BC, by the way. 11 years, 2 months, 24 days, 134 months, 24 days, 34, 24. But 34 is in the months, 34 is murder. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Okay, then. Let's keep going. The film Clue, which Tim Curry played in, Mr. I Just Died, got 88 in the URL. 88 in the URL. You see it up there in the fine print, right? 88 in the URL. Hang on just a quick second. I gotta get rid of something. So the film clue, because that's what we do, we're the ones looking at the clues. Look at the box office. Trump's birthday, 14/6. Tim Curry. December 13th, 1985, 86 through 94 minutes. Really? 86 through 94 minutes? Because the movie was cut at different times, so it's giving you 8696. And you come over, and we're going to run that date to our event date. I had to check something. And we run that date, December 13th, 1985. We run that to 9/11. You get your 148, which is Donald J. Trump. You've got your 88, which is Trump. You got your 48 in the months, which is Donald Trump. You got your 88 in the months, which is Trump. 357 begins the hours, the amount of verses in the book of Daniel, followed by 168. Remember, 68 is his name as in the same cipher as Antichrist. The film clue, when you run it to event day of 9/9, you have 148 in the days, Donald J. Trump. You have 88 in the days, Trump. You have 48 in the months, Donald Trump. You have 88 in the months. Sound familiar? Same. So, Death or Rising Day, this movie Clue tells you we're giving you the clue. You've got your date. Are these just breadcrumbs they're giving us? Because they always knew, the fallen angels always knew what we'd be doing in the future because they're in and out of our dimension of time. So they've set breadcrumbs out for us all along the way to always mislead, knowing we would be misled. So 6/9/2022, why did I look that date up? I cannot remember. Are the rest of these personal ciphers? Israel became a nation state to our 9/9 date. 28607, you have your 86 for elimination. And 607, sixth king of Mystery Babylon era over to the seventh. That's what the 67 meme was all about. Look at the weeks. 4086, 408 total solar eclipse made the X across America, 2024. Killing it, crushing it, loving every minute of it. Total solar 2017, 3306 to 3308, depending on death or rising. 19 years, 9 years, 19 days. 79 begins the hours. 34 is also in the hours. Murder and murder. The total solar, April 8th, 2024, to rising day, 886. So 88 is in death, 88 is in rising, no matter what. The fact that it's 886 on rising day, it's just a death and rising situation. The Lord time stamped that with a total solar eclipse. The total solar eclipse in 2020, that was the exact midpoint of the two total solars that made the X across America in 2017 and 2024, 8/21 and April 8th. Remember we told you Eve was 2096 a while ago? Include both dates. 2096 to event day. Look at the weeks. 299. 99 is the date of the event. 5827. 5 years, 8 months, 27 days. Address of Bible study that I was telling y'all about, why we were looking at the 825 and 827 dates so much. The full moon, I think there might have even been an eclipse of a lunar eclipse that came from that total solar eclipse. But regardless, it was the full moon on 8/16 I just told you about in 2008, 15 days after I saw the Dark Knight. Its new moon was a total solar eclipse. If you run that to 9/11 Rising Day, it's a perfect 6,600 days even. 66 book of the Bible of Revelation. 216 months. 26 days, 216 is 6 times 6 times 6, and James Bond's card tag, followed by 26 days because it's time stamping the year. Wow. Lastly, Lucifer TV series, January 25th, 2016. It had 886 in the URL. 3880 days. Death, murder, and 88 is his last name in simple gematria. Bingo, boingo, bango. By the way, in that URL, it was 4052 886. 4052 was 8 times 25 times 2026. And if you noticed, it was at 8.0, which was the age of the two people that died on 8/25. You want me to go back and show you that? Lucifer IMDb. See up here, because you're watching on your smart TV, so you can see this. See down here the rating, 8.0. That's how old Dolly and Tim Curry were. They both died on, see where it says 4052 followed by 886? See the 4052 up here? Now look at the date of when Dolly and Tim died on 8 times 25 times 2026, 4052. Did they not know we'd be doing this? Yeah, they've set everything up perfect. So if it doesn't go down, they've just breadcrumbed us once again. Does the Lord ever allow us to have the date in advance? Well, we're going to find out. Or die, or he'll have us die before the time, or shut down, or whatever. 3888. If you run it to the rising day and include both dates, it is a palindrome. 3883. 38 is murder, 83 is murder, and he's about to murder the church. So that's kind of perfect. Remember in Donnie Darko when he wakes up on a total solar eclipse and the Frank the Rabbit says 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds, that's when the world will end? Well, 28 days after the August 12th total solar eclipse is our 9/9 date. What are the chances of that? Film 28 days later? Oh, yes. There's a film called 28 Days Later. 28 days later, IMDb. Might as well look at the IMDb. 289 in the URL. The 289th prime number is 1879. 187, murder, 79, murder. November 1st, 2002. Running time, 11/3. That's Death and Rising because 11/3 is One World Trade Tower. And notice 11/1 is the release of the movie. Look at the 828 box office. 828 is his name in the Sumerian or English gematria. 6 times English ordinal, or 6 times 138 is 828. We showed you that a while ago. November 1st, 2002. Ooh, I've made a boo-boo here. Hang on just a second. Okay, then. What were we looking at? 28 days later, November 1st, 2002. Y'all think it's going to pop? Well, you got your 86 in the months, 286. So that's already a hit. But I like the 8,713 because 713 was the event of the right ear, July 13th. Okay, we got you. We see what you did there. Accepted. Very interesting. The gentleman that had an event to his throat, you know, last name Star Trek, first name Charlie. His event was September 10th, which is, in the middle of what we're looking at, 9/9 to 9/11. His was 9/10. When you run that to Rising Day of 9/11, it's 12 months, one day, 121 Antichrist, heavily coded. Yes, the 366. 36 fused with 66 book of the Bible. Remember 36, triangular number. If you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, all the way through plus 35 plus 36, the sum is 666. And there's 3666, Charlie Kirk to 9/11. Bingo. Howard Stern, January 12th, 1954. Howard Stern to our death or murder date of 9/9, 26,538. 38 is death, 38 is murder, depending on the base cipher. 79 murder is in the weeks. Howard Stern, direct smash hit. Uh, Howard Allen Stern matches Donald John Trump, and I think two ciphers, my friend told me. Had the movie Private Parts. What is it? 149, which is Antichrist in reverse ordinal gematria. Private Parts had two release dates, February 27th, March 7th. February 27th to our 86ing day, 10,786. What would it be on Rising Day? 10,788. Howard Stern's Private Parts direct smash hit. Other release date of Private Parts to our murder date, 79 murder in the days, 10779. When you include both dates, we're always allowed to do that. So, do we have our date? The Four Horsemen, October 28th.
The Four Horsemen, a top Metallica tribute band, will be performing 2 shows in Florida during October of 2026.
I think they were October 28th. I think they were October 28th. Four Horsemen, Notre Dame. So they messed up our search by having others called Four Horsemen. No, it was October 18th, 1924, not 28th, 18th. Okay, October 18th, 1924. Let's run it. And we'll call it a night. 37,216 in the days. 216 is 6 times 6 times 6, and James Bond's car tag in every movie except No Time to Die. 216, James Bond's car tag. There it is. Go back to the all. There it is, the BMT 269A. What do you think the A stands for? If you said Antichrist, ding, 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 you are a winner. There it is. There it is. There it is. The Four Horsemen to our event day, 37,216. You want to run it to the rising day, 37,218. 18 is 6 plus 6 plus 6. But on our 9/9 date, I want you to look at the months. 1222 months and 22 days. 2222. Years, months, and days, 101 years, 10 months, 22 days. Wow. Invigorating. Absolutely invigorating. One of the Four Horsemen was named Donald. Oh, you can't make that up.
The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse aren't named Donald. Only the fourth one, Death, is named in the Bible.
They like messing with us. So, had to key in the word Notre Dame. Don Miller. Don Miller. got a four horseman named Dawn. March 29th, 1902. March 29th, 1902. When you run that guy to our event day or to the rising day, 45, 45, twin 45s in the days. 149 is in the months, 149 is Antichrist. In which gematria? Reverse. Antichrist, 149 in reverse ordinal. Dawn to death or rising day, 149 and double 45, twin 45s. Twins, twins, twin towers, twins. I think that's a wrap. I think we got our date, which would be, we'll call it the 203rd time that I think I've had the date. At least 200 times I've thought we've had the date. All right. Love you guys. LOL. I'm laughing. Not that I love y'all, but I'm laughing that I've thought I've had the date countless times before. Love you.